the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. No reflection, another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Friday.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Yeah! Here we go, Friday. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, Friday.
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Go,
Slot man motioned over.
Under.
They put a receiver in motion right. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Here we go, Friday.
Dak throwing again. He's got it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Here we go.
Blue. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
When you go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you'll level it a whole bunch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
60 by.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Option play, they give to Benson. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing
yards out.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 40. 26.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Yeah, here we go. 40. Hey, get down. 47. So we're going to 53. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he gets this down near the 30.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
40. 26.
Prescott on 1st and 10. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
There we go, kill. There we go. 26.
Blue does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Prescott here from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull out in front further, 13-zip. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
17 yards. And the Cardinals
To throw here on first down. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
On the double.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Ready.
Staying on the ground with Benson. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down. Working quickly here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
5 brings up third and 2.
Here he is on third and short. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, kill! 46, here we go, 46, 47.
Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
54, going to 54. Yeah! There we go. 48. Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Throwing again, Prescott. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Lying. 26.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The give right side. Here's Bigsby. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 6.
Back to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready? 70, tempo. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. That's Bigsby. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Come on, set!
They give on second to Benson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
7 Pirates, 7.
Third and long for him here. Has it in close. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And
he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game in the first half. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the end.
Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Line 8. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Yeah! Here we go. Line 8. Hey, kill! 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. 20.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got a man left. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, it's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, here we go, kill. Line 8. 26.
Dak to the air here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Cardinals take
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Benson on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Let's go now.
Now looking to throw. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought down by Gerard Bland.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lion.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Was Kenny Clark on the tackle. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Go.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. On screen here to Blue. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Taking this one down. It's Blue. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready, ready.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 card. Check. Smash. Check. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some juice on a deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
First down, play action. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Liking 18.
Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise. And
the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Prescott on 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Blue. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. He goes to the hurry up here. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Yeah! There we go, boy. Here's a 46.
From the gun is Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
From the red zone on first. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. And the Cardinals will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
They'll line up for the
Cowboy 80.
conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Fields this at the 19. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Benson off his own read. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Brought down by Savon Rebel.
Complete to number 18, Martin Harrison Jr. A gain of 2. Brings up third and 9.
Got it. Ready?
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready? Top low 8. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Catch made by Austin. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood in midfield.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
We're going to 53. There you go.
Now motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. 26.
To throw, Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Ryan. Yeah, here we go. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Throwing again is Dak. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
We're going to 53. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 40. 26.
3rd and long for him here. He finds Pickens left side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
We're going to 54. Right here. We're going to 54. 26. 26.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The give now to Benson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And the Cardinals
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go.
Benson once more. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
It's Benson on the give. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. The Cardinals out for the punt.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yeah. Here we go. Then we're going to 52. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They give up the gut to Benson. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st and 10, Prescott. Lamb has another one. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, there's risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He's going deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go, boys!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. Jalen Thompson makes the play.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go! Let's go!
They'll begin this drive with Benson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. The defense wasn't having it.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Looking 25 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Prescott. Cardinals getting close, and they take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cowboys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Cardinals going nickel here on third.
Yeah, here we go. 46. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Fourth and forever coming up.
There we go. 26.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are sent off the field. Had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Benson on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Come back, Cougar 19.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. It's 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away, and that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.